Hi, Alan here, Our History, Your Story. Today I'm in Edinburgh's Princess Street Gardens and I've got a tale for you today. I'm going to tell you the story of one of Poland's war heroes, tough, hard drinking, champion wrestler and a hero amongst the men he served with. Now, he was so renowned that his statue sits magnificently in Princess Street Gardens. Here it is here. Oh, didn't I say he was a bear? Maybe should have started with that one. Now, his story begins in Iran. Sadly, his mother was shot by a hunter. He was orphaned. And when the Polish contingent passed by and seen him, he was actually sitting aside the road being sold by a local. Now luckily, these Polish troops took pity on him and took them into their ranks. During the annexation of Poland by Nazi Germany and Communist Russia, that's right, two ideologically opposed countries working together to take over Poland. Now during that time, basically everyone in the east of Poland was under the control of Communist Russia, and anyone that the Russians didn't like, military personnel, political prisoners, anyone like that was basically sent to Siberia, and it's at that point that they met Wojtek. Now it's difficult to say what life would have been like for this bear had he not been taken in by the Polish prisoners of war. Initially he had trouble swallowing, he had to be fed condensed milk through a bottle, and he'd just lost his mother. Now, as the contingent was moving through the Middle East, they eventually reached Egypt, where they encountered a bit of a problem. Now, they'd been assigned to fight alongside the British in the Italian campaign, but British regulation forbade pets and mascots, so they had a bit of a problem. But they came too far to say goodbye to their friend the bear, and what happened was they actually enlisted him into the Polish army. So this bear was pretty exciting, and he was well liked by the men. He used to be able to salute, he would march with the men, he used to wrestle with the men, he was given the occasional beer by the men, and he was well liked. His name literally means happy warrior. So Wojtek was a private in the Polish army, and at the Battle of Monte Cassino, he seen the men carrying these cases of 25-pound artillery shells to the men that are firing the artillery. So he seen them do it, he started mimicking them, and he helped them. Now he could carry a lot more than what the men could do for a lot longer, and this helped the men of the 22nd Artillery Supply Company. And for this, after the battle, he was promoted to the rank of corporal in recognition of his service. So after the war, all the men of the company came here to Scotland. Now when he was in Scotland, Wojtek was popular with the Scottish people, the Scottish press, and eventually he ended up, after demobilisation, he ended up here at Edinburgh Zoo, where he spent the remainder of his life. So a lot of the men that Wojtek served with stayed here in Scotland. They didn't want to go back to a country that was under communist rule. So when they came to Edinburgh, or when they lived in Edinburgh, they used to pop round and see Wojtek and say hello to the bear that they served with. Now this has been Our History, Your Story. I've been Alan, and this has been Wojtek, the Happy Warrior.